Okay, Tony, no, that's it. I will not play this game any further.
But you have to continue,
No,
boss.
I don't have to continue. I will stay here and wait for help.
There is no help coming, boss.
Why not, Tony? Why not? I can't be on my own here. Someone is for sure looking for me.
It's just a game, boss.
I know it's just a game, Tony, but it's a terrifying game.
Sounds like you're a chicken, boss.
No, Tony, you get this all wrong. It's not about me. I'm fine with this game, but it's about my viewers, okay? I have responsibility on my channel. I can't present a video like this. What if someone by accident is watching my video and then I'm presenting a terrifying video like this?
Should we leave the light on while you're playing, boss?
I would much appreciate it.
Resident Evil.
So hello my friends and welcome to the Man's Club, where real men playing video games like Resident Evil Village. And we are not afraid of anything because we are playing actually games like this before breakfast. Easy. We have no problems with such games. You think anyone is believing this, Tony?
No, I don't think so, boss.
Me neither. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm McFall, and I hope you had a little bit fun with the intro, but now it's time to really start talking about this game, Resident Evil Village, and we start talking about the HDR calibration menu on the Xbox Series X, and by the way, the same counts for the PlayStation 5. So it doesn't matter at all what you set up in this menu from the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, because the game will not support the HDR calibration menus from the Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. But does it mean that HGiG is not supported? Let's say it like this. HGiG may not be supported natively, but it makes a very good impression to me. Okay, so here we are with the very beginning from the game. This is one of the first scenes what you see when you start the game. So I try not to spoil it too much, okay, but I have to show you a couple of things, of course. So first of all, just keep in mind that my camera is not the best, okay, when it comes to capturing all the stuff, especially in darker areas like here. I'm not sure what my camera is showing at the moment, but my LGCX with my settings, with my calibration, has no issue at all to show me all the fine details here in the background, even with my lights on, okay? And even with HGiG on, okay? So keep this also in mind, because what I found doing all my testing so far, I haven't had any difficulty with HGiG in terms of brightness, okay? So this game is just working perfectly in my opinion. With the right settings in the game for HDR, HGiG is doing a very, very good job, okay? So first scene here, I have set up the internal calibration, HDR calibration from the game with HGiG, and this is the picture what I get, and I really, really like the picture because just have a look. Dynamic tone mapping off and on. Have a look on the jacket and on the face from baby, what is changing, and I hope my camera can catch this. You can really see that with HGiG we're getting a much brighter jacket and also more color in my opinion, and also on the face from baby. What dynamic tone mapping is doing at the moment, it will over brighten the whole picture. Don't get me wrong, at this very moment it looks really, really great. Dynamic tone mapping or HGiG. Of course, when you switch between those two, then for the eye, maybe the brighter picture is the better one, but I couldn't find any issue at all with HGiG at this very moment. And keep in mind, dynamic tone mapping on will analyze the screen all the time and will regulate and change the brightness according to what is shown on the picture, okay? So that means you will turn around or you will move your character, and then the brightness will change. So it will always fluctuate your brightness. It will never be the right brightness at all, because the only real brightness is actually dynamic tone mapping off and HGiG when it comes to the real brightness from the game. Nothing else. Dynamic tone mapping is always fake brightness. And when I started the game for the very first time, I skipped, of course, all the intro sequences because I will watch them later when I do my Let's Play for it. And because I was just going for, doing some HDR testing, and I was not aware of what actually is going on at this very moment. And I was so surprised when I looked down and I saw this. This bloody baby. I was really shocked at this very moment because I was not expecting this. Look at this sweet little baby. But anyway, I was terrified for a moment, just for a moment, really. So we have to pick this up, fresh, clean baby bottle. Okay, what we have to do, of course, we have to get baby to bed, and on the way to the bed, I can actually show you my settings on my Xbox Series X in terms of the HDR settings. So, HGiG, in my opinion, is the way to go in this game, and what I have done, of course, we're going to brightness. We have here our maximum brightness HDR, and I hope my camera can catch this, and we should set up this square that it is barely visible, okay? So this would be this one, barely visible, but I'm going one step further. And then we have this brightness HDR, which is the overall brightness from the game. So what I found is the standard setting is in the middle, and you will end up actually with a okay picture, but you're missing a little bit the maximum brightness, because even here with just 2 lamps on and here the kitchen lamp, it should be a little bit brighter. And dynamic tone mapping on gives you this brightness at this very moment, much better than HGiG. But what I found is, I went back to the display settings menu. I will leave this here at this very moment, but here the slider goes completely on the right side to bright, and then you have a very nice HGiG bright picture, and you're not losing any details in terms of the HDR effects. And of course, so now we are on the way to bring baby to bed, and on my way I will show you a couple of nice things, because HGiG is really doing a great job. So again, this game is a very dark game, so we shouldn't expect a very bright environment all the time. And what you can see here, actually, especially when we're looking here, HGiG on and off, and again, I hope my camera can catch this, very nice effects when we're turning it on. It's getting much brighter here on the wall, especially here on the picture. You have really this nice HDR effects. With dynamic tone mapping on, the whole picture gets a little bit brighter. But to be very honest, you don't need this additional brightness at this very moment, because there is nothing what you miss. Everything is here. You can spot any detail or all the details in HGiG as well. And it is just much more, how should I say, the atmosphere is just better when it's a little bit darker, but then you have also very bright objects. This is what I really like on HGiG, because it will keep the main brightness and it will just show you, some HDR effects. Yeah, baby, all good, all good. Getting you to bed, no worries. Come on, move on. And by the way, nothing is happening at this very moment. I can tell you, I can promise you. Where was the bed? Oh, what is this here? Turn. Haven't done this before. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Okay, maybe it's just for the baby. I have no sound here. Maybe you should put sound on. Okay, no worries. I think, no, her bed was here. Okay, here again.
Almost there, honey.
Oh, it's too noisy. I'm so sorry. I think it's here, her bed. And look at this, what she got. So much toys. Okay, here again. Very nice grip. And again, what HGiG is doing, really just popping out those elements like the bulbs and the lamp in the background. Nothing else, because the brightness is fine as it is at the moment. There is no need for dynamic tone mapping, to be very honest. No need at all. It will destroy a little bit the nice contrast between black and bright areas. So again, in my opinion, so far in the very beginning from the game, HGiG is the much better choice. Okay, so now we left our nice and cozy house, and now we're here in the darkness and in the snow. And what I like to show you, and I'm not going to tell you what happened, why we are here. We're just focusing on this snow at the moment, very bright snow. And HGiG is selected and also set up in the game menu. And this is the difference between HGiG on and off. And hopefully my camera can catch this, because with HGiG on, actually we're getting much more nice details here in the snow, the fine textures, and it is very, very bright, very, very bright. When we now changing this dynamic tone mapping, we're losing a couple of details, but of course a little bit unfair, because we need actually to change this here as well. And this again, in my opinion, can't be the right thing, you know, because we're going all the way to the right side, and now I still have my square here, and with the next tick it's actually gone. And now we're ending up with this big slider here with the white one. So, and again, standard actually is the middle one, okay? So we keep it at standard at the moment, because if we wouldn't do this, we actually would really lose some details. And what I can tell you at this very moment, I haven't measured it, but it looks identically to HGiG from the brightness. There's no difference in my opinion, or maybe a minor difference, but again, keep in mind that dynamic tone mapping on is changing the brightness all the time. So you will not have the same brightness all the time. So this is the problem with HGiG, and I know that now the difference is crazy. But with HGiG on and off, see there's almost no difference at the moment because of the settings what we have set actually. Well, can you see a difference? Very minor, very minor. Okay, let me change this back, because this is really interesting. And again, let's keep it like this. Let's keep it like this, and we just going over there. And let's have a look now on the difference between HGiG on and off, because of the brightness. And again, you're not losing any, even with the wrong settings from HDR maximum brightness. I still have in HGiG here my fine details. Absolutely. So at this very moment, at this scene, it looks to me actually, where are we, display, that this setting on the complete right side has the same effect like this when we have the square, and then we go one step more and we leave this on bright side again on the very right side, because otherwise we won't have a very nice HGiG effect. And here again, very great details and a very big difference, HGiG and dynamic tone mapping off. Okay, and after some more playing, we're reaching this nice area where we have a very nice sunset, and it is really worth to watch it for some time. And of course, it's perfect for comparing between HGiG and dynamic tone mapping, because this is at the moment what you get with HGiG, and I like it. I like it because you have a very bright sun here with very nice effects from the cloud here, and nothing is changing here on the other picture, which is again more than bright enough. It is absolutely bright in my opinion. Let's move it here a little bit. Even here with the clouds, you're getting brighter clouds, much better details in my opinion. When we comparing this now with dynamic tone mapping, and again, I know we should set it up in the right way, but it is more likely the same. It will over brighten the picture, it will give you here more brightness and so on, but it will also destroy a little bit of this nice contrast. And again, we are looking at the moment on a standing or a still picture. When we're moving around with dynamic tone mapping, it will always change the brightness. So it is very unlikely that you have the same picture or the same brightness all the time. It is absolutely unlikely. That's why I like HGiG, because it is just stable and it gives you this great picture. And really, I have to say, where do we have to go? Here. It is just great. The atmosphere from this game, it is just great. Look at this difference between HGiG and dynamic tone mapping off. And here as well, a very minor here from the clouds as well. It's getting brighter. Not sure if I can capture this. But again, HGiG is doing a great job. So let's jump down here. And again, I don't want to spoil it too much. But this game so far is really, really great, and it is, oh fuck. I'm sorry, it is terrifying, okay? So yeah. Hey Horsey, what happened to you, huh? Is it still hot? You know what I mean? It looks like it just died maybe a minute ago. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. But thanks God, we're just doing a HDR analyze video today. Okay, last but not least, because I think I shouldn't go through this door here at the moment. Let's have a look on this snow here on the roof. And again, with HGiG, it's such a better effect. Not just this one. all the stuff, also even in the background from the clouds or whatever, everything is getting brighter, and it is just the right brightness. Okay, so again, in my opinion, with the right settings, HGiG is doing a great job. Should we go here? Oh my god, I don't want to spoil anything, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what happened here. I am not even sure what happened in this bloody village here. And yes, you can expect a couple of Let's Plays to this game actually, because I really like it. I like it so far. Not sure if I'm completely agree with first person all the time, but of course it will gives you a better atmosphere. But I grew up with Resident Evil 1, and this was a third person view, and it was just great in my opinion. First person is a complete different experience, of course, but I'm not sure if I like it. What I do like is really HGiG in this game. Okay, so that's for this video. I say thank you very much for watching me, and I will of course show you last time what I have done here in terms of settings. And so HGiG is activated on my TV, and what I have done is brightness setting barely visible and one tick more. And here, instead of leaving this on the standard settings, I went all the right way, completely on the bright side, and then you press OK. And so far what I have seen, you will not lose anything in terms of the HDR effects or whatever, but what you will see is a much brighter picture with HGiG. I really enjoy this game with HGiG, and I will continue playing. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're new to my channel, leave me a like, leave me a comment, whatever. And yeah, let's continue playing this game. And I hope I didn't spoil it too much. Okay, so thank you again for watching me. I'll see you next time. Bye.